Five-time winner here. Must sound good. What does it feel like to be back here?
Yeah, it's nice. Obviously, really like it here. Played well over the years, and you know, it's a great centre court. It's a nice club to come to, and they obviously made some changes to the event this year. It's a bigger centre court. The stadium, I think, looks a lot better, a lot cleaner, and yeah, done a good job.
And other than winning, why do you like it so much?
I like the fact that it's in a club. You know, a lot of the tournaments we play are kind of purpose-built, you know, tennis events, and you know, having it, you know, a club that, you know, I spend a little bit of time here during the year as well, practicing, so I know it pretty well. You know, there's obviously a lot of the members come out to watch and support. It's just slightly different feel to a lot of the tournaments we play at during the year.
So if we look back to 2016, it was obviously such an amazing year for you. Can it be matched this year?
I mean, it can be, but it's going to be hard. Obviously, that was, you know, the last sort of 5-6 months of 2016 were by far the best in my career. I never played that way for such a sustained period, so I know it's going to be difficult, but the fact that I've done it before, you know, will give me confidence that I can do it again, and you know, hopefully turn around what's, you know, been a pretty up and down start to the season.
And you've obviously got lots of memories from here, but what's your overriding one from the final last year?
Probably a backhand return I hit to break serve in the second set. I hadn't broken serve to that point. I was down 6-7-6 and 3-1, and yeah, managed to get a break point there and came up with, you know, one of the better returns I hit during the entire year at an important moment. So I remember that one well.
So you come into this tournament having a deep run at the French Open. How do you feel? Did you come in with confidence, or are you harder on yourself?
I mean, I was disappointed with the you know, losing in the semi-finals. But kind of on reflection, where I was going into the event, you know, I was not in a good place. I had played poorly in the build-up tournaments. The practice week beforehand, I was practicing a lot, but not playing well in practice. But you know, managed to gain a little bit of confidence with each match I got through, and I think, you know, I'm starting to get, you know, out the other side of what was a difficult period for me. And you know, so long as you know, I practice, you know, well on the grass and concentrate hard on, you know, what it is that I'm trying to do, I feel like I can have a good run.
And Ivan back on your team, what does he tend to bring that maybe others can't to the game?
I mean, it's not so much my game that, you know, that he necessarily changes so much, or that other people can't, you know, get into me. A lot of the same things that, you know, Jamie Delgado tells me, you know, Ivan says similar things, but I just think that, you know, someone that's been in the position of, you know, winning Grand Slams or being #1 in the world, and, you know, then going through tricky periods like I have this year, you know, he's been through that as well and is able to talk to me about that, and maybe how he got through it and his experience of those situations. They can really help. And, you know, I think, you know, when he came back onto the team just before the French Open, he just wanted to get me hitting a lot of balls and get me back to doing the basics. And it can be quite easy when things aren't going well to try and change a lot of stuff and the way that you're training or practicing, and, you know, trying to fix things. Whereas, you know, sometimes it's just a bit better to go back to the basics.
What would it mean to win again here?
Yeah, it would mean a lot. I mean, winning any tournament is great, but you know, this one has been a special one for me throughout my career for, you know, for a number of reasons. It's the first, I won my first ATP match here when I was 18. It's obviously a tournament I watched on the TV a lot growing up, coming from the UK. And also it's fantastic preparation for Wimbledon as well. If you can get a lot of matches in here, obviously winning the tournament will give you confidence for Wimbledon. But yeah, it would mean a lot.
And just finally, we talked to players about how tricky they find that change from clay to grass. How do you find it?
It's difficult, more on the sort of movement side of things rather than the sort of timing. I mean, you know, everyone struggles with different things when you're changing surfaces. But for me, because, you're sliding a lot on the clay courts, and obviously you try and do that on the grass, you can pick up a pretty bad injury. You know, so sort of reminding yourself, you know, not to slide, and obviously if you're doing that for 3-4 months in the build-up, your instinct when you're pushed out wide is to slide. So you need to stop yourself from doing that, and that's something that I try and make sure I do a lot of in the, you know, the build-up to the tournaments, just to, you know, get out of any bad habits that maybe I might have picked up during the clay season.